Hello everyone, my name is Zach. Welcome back saying for Not Quite Crew, week 44, day number 1. And in this week, we got a lot of stuff to catch up to before next week, or at least by the time we got this video. I bet you guys watching this video, we are probably already around the time before essentially the next patch drops in, but I'd say for the sake for this continuity, only after the next video, the week 45, then I'll be doing the polls for Sandrone, even if she does really, because as you can know, that's the way which I usually do with these. I like to complete the video on it slash the week first, and then do a poll for the character like I did with Durin, Columbina, and Inefa. I finished essentially on the week that they came out, and then I did the polling. So by the time you guys are watching this, yeah, Sandra actually, would she be out by now? I think she would be on a Wednesday. But anyway, essentially, if you're expecting essentially you'd see a video of me essentially doing Sandra, that's eventually going to have to be moved till the next week, and somewhere around essentially, after the week after that, we talk about, this series-wise, for me essentially to complete that, and then we can potentially move on, not potentially, but definitely move on to, getting Sandra. But for now, with that little kind of like intro slash expression out of the way, I'm probably gonna have to do something similar on a week's time to explain that, because I'm not sure if any people are gonna be watching this video. I'm gonna be fair, but yeah, that's the expression out of the way. Now we can actually move on to actually, grinding the Primo Gems. And thank you for 90 Primo Gems, Columbina, oh so much. We've got a lot to do. First thing first, if I go to the boss slash enemy drops, I grinded. Where is it? I got just barely enough, not barely enough, but like just almost enough to have potentially all these materials for Sandrone. I think when I was actually fighting this guy who is a fallen virtue, fallen angel, I fought him a few times. I don't think a single time did he fucking give me a 4-star drop. And I think I calculated briefly what I need, like 46, I think, drops from this guy. I think, because usually that's how many usual boss mats, for level 90. So that means that I just have to fight him one more time, and then I'll have enough, for my sandrone to be at level 90. Maybe I'm still gonna have to grant some XP books, which I think after the fight I'm gonna have to go back to some Merchant's Codemas and grant some XP books, and then probably do one more daily, because I am 5 points away. And I kind of want done this recording within this one session, preferably. And I'm pretty sure everything for this event has dropped. So, do you know how I said essentially I'm going to do everything on Monday? I don't know. I think what I'm going to be doing is fighting the boss, doing the XP grind, and then playing the event for a bit and seeing just how much I can do. When I say how much I can do essentially before I feel like it's literally just going to be too long. I don't know. Maybe I'll do half, and then I'll do the rest tomorrow. I'll definitely be finishing this within this week. That's definitely for sure. I'll also need to complete this, which I'm probably going to do that today at some point. As I said, I think the last video, got only 2 hours left for the Archon quest, so that means 560 more Primo Gems to all for grabs. So that's going to be cool. Maybe I'll even have time to do a Lohan story quest, because I also get some additional Primo Gems. That's it. Maybe I'm a bit unsure about that. I don't know about that. Perhaps. Don't quote me on that. Still haven't done this, but apparently, you don't get that much Primo Gems from this. And she's still probably just doing just for the sake of essentially grabbing something. Also, 60 Primo Gems from this. Everything that's ever to grab some Primo Gems, I am full fucking locked in on getting that. I'm just looking at the recording, and there's almost 5 minutes from just me yapping. So let's stop the yap and let's do some playing. Now I could sit here and complete the entire thing today, like right now, the entire event. But I feel like the first day is gonna be a bit too long, so I'm gonna be calling it a day for now. I'm gonna grab everything I can for now, and I'm pretty sure that should count for my dailies, the remainder of the dailies. Yup, so I'll claim that, then I'll head to Catherine and I claim my, my dailies.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Hello, Catherine. May I have my Puma gems?
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
You're very much welcome. And it has been for day 1. Moving on to day 2 right about now. Hello everyone, my name is Nick and welcome back to Safe on Okaiku week 44, day number 2. Let's start this day as always by claiming my 90 Puma gems. Thank you, Combina, oh so much. Alright, so I have a few updates to tell you guys. First of all, about the underground for the XP books as well. I'm still going to be doing that, doing that because I think that's the only thing that I'm kind of missing. Maybe some other books, like, for essential materials, but at the same time, at the point, nothing officially is not essentially what she specifically needs. So I'm kind of holding off on that. But the thing about the XP book is, well, I kind of, not so much I kind of wasn't saving, but at the time that, sandrone was announced, to be playable officially, I was still working on Jean, and as of right now, I am, want to finish one character that I'm building. At least now we talk about, XP books, because I'm actually almost there. Actually, I can just already level up already? Okay, I could have just done that. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, now that essentially she's leveling, now I can actually start, saving XP books. Because I would just want to mention that, the XP time I might put saving was, I was using Genshin because, she was at least, almost finished. Like, I have her weapon at 90, artifacts are done, level 20. Her talent hand's done, but at the same time, I can get them from the battle pass. Whenever I do purchase the battle pass, I can just, get the what book she needs. Whereas this, since I don't really need to grind for these, as I'm going to get them in the battle pass. And worst case scenario, I guess I will just have, have base attack being from level 8 to 7. And then I guess I just wait for a base attack before I level that up. I mean, not many people level, the basic talent, like the normal attacks, so just like, I'm not really wasting anything. But in worst case scenario, Jean can wait for it, but essentially before she gets, her normal attacks talents up. Actually, speaking of books, if is that the place actually where it shows me like the XP books? Yeah, it does. I think the books from Not Krai, I have like decent amount of each of them, and I think they came from like the events. At least I don't remember actually grinding for any of them except for being Columbine, I think. I should be decent on these books for a bit, and worst case scenario, when the character drops, their books materials is gonna be elevatable on day 1, so I can just grind it for that. Also, the other thing which I kind of wanted to do is, well, yesterday I decided to grind, not this challenge, can be doing that today. I decided to, as I said, lock the fuck in and, do everything that can give me Puma, so got 64, doing some of this, which actually, it's a lot more fun, actually damagingly fun. I know I did that once, stream, like, yeah, and something, yeah, we're going, I said I didn't quite like it, but actually now it's I've kind of changed on, my controls. I'm willing to give this another go. Willing to give this another try. Plus, this is another search for more music, so if one day essentially I'm going to get tired of, just not so using for music, which I'm still getting tired of, I'll just come back here, grab some music from here, and then, hopefully, you guys will be okay with that. As also, there have been essentially another, like, redemption code, like, floating around. It's just, like, what was on the internet. If I remember, I'll put an image on the screen right now where what is the code. Literally, like, every single, like, a smaller creator, like, shows this redemption code, so it's like, it's very hard to miss it, unless if you're literally not on, Genshin YouTube, which at that point, how are you here? That's my question. Also, achievements, what did I do to earn the achievement? Oh yeah, I did the, exploring for a bit, essentially, for Nathan, which also reminds me that I have some stuff to pick up. I totally didn't forget that. Another achievement too? Oh yeah, because essentially now I was playing with the not definitely for the festival Riven game. There's also, I'm pretty sure, a tutorial. Actually, a few tutorials. Oh, there's a co-op feature. I need to give this a try. Maybe make a video or something. Giving us all of 2 Primo gems. I said I have to go to Nathan. By the way, mine is essentially not my plan, but essentially the experiment I'm going to go to right now. Essentially, I'll give you focus on Nathan is because by opening chests and getting enough of these pyro sigils, I can just transfer over them here for UC Primos. Just whenever I do reach 30, I can just come up here and trade about when not quite is 30. And then stable level exploration, well, you know, it's not as, I don't want to say it's as difficult, it's just, instead of just grinding 30 and then coming back in, it's just like you grind 30 and then you wait for a certain amount of time before you can actually use them. So, but speaking of not Krai, I think I have a place to go to essentially also trade like 30 moon sigils, I think, is this here essentially what I do, just trade these? Yep. And I get a level 2 compass, so, you know, if I do essentially that, you know, to move on, you know, grind for some more, like, treasures over here, I can. But probably should do, because, you know, considering essentially that I still have one more teleport waypoint unlocked. Not, I mean, not unlocked, but not being able for me to unlock it, so that's something I need to get going. And after all of that, now it's time for me essentially to, you know, to take a step back and do this event. So no more yapping out of the way, even though I'm pretty much just a yap for like, actually haven't I yapped for almost 7 minutes, Jesus H Christ. So I'm gonna shut up, put some music on, and we'll do maybe the rest of this, I don't know, depending on how I feel. I'm doing what I tell you guys. I'm doing this the rest of it. There's like no me like fucking pushing around, just sitting down here, finishing it, all of it, and then you know we'll call it a day. So as an FYI, before essentially I start this, I know I said, you know, enough of yapping, but after I'm done with this, I'm gonna be putting a montage of me grinding, essentially kind of like exploring a bit of Netland to make my last build make sense. Just also FYI. After all of that, I can finally come over here after doing this event, which was kind of fun actually to do, except for the part where I was unintentionally like fucking over with other people down here. Like, many times I just stood somewhere and then they walked past me and I just took their fucking, I don't know, sprites. I'm just gonna call them sprites because, you know, that's what comes to my mind. Sprite, after like seeing the sprites, I'm just like, I unintentionally did. I didn't even meant to stall them, it's just like I just fucking stood and they just like walked past me. If anyone's watching this, essentially too, I have robbed the sprites off. I just want to say I didn't mean that. I generally, when I do stop, it just tends to be essentially me not even trying to, you know, to prevent that from happening, but then I just fucking end up doing that anyway. But anyway, now it's time to go to, you know, to Catherine, clear my dailies, and, you know, finish up this one long ass day.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Hello, Catherine. Can one have this Primos, please?
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
You're very much welcome. I must have one regular standard roll, so let's do it and see if I can get a 4-star. So I can turn that into a wish. Ooh, a 4-star. Who is it? Good job, Sarah. I don't have you at C6. But you guys know what that means. A free wish. I said a free wish. Don't block me now. And yeah, that's going to be the end of day 2. Moving on to day 3 right about now. Hello everyone, my name is Nick and welcome back to... Well, that seems to be forgetting something.
Take this. Receive the blessing of the new moon.
Now that's better. Hello everyone, my name is Nick and welcome back to day number 3 of 24 Not Krai Crew, week 44. Let's begin this. Also my Genesis crystal I forgot. Let's begin today as always. And guys, I got some good news yesterday. Even though it was melting outside, I finally completed the Act 10 of the Luna Alchemy quest.
But somewhere in my heart, I feel a great sense of joy. It feels like I've always wanted to take this step. To walk towards the new me.
So not only does that mean I can come over here and claim my honorary wish, thank you all so much, but that also means I can come over here and, claim awards for, doing the quest. So I did just want to say one thing, even though Nicole was, in the actor of Luna, was it like Luna 7 Alchemy quest? She didn't really do as much why, I believe where she should have been essentially kind of like main focus, because, this was clearly like, kind of like tries to tell you essentially, she was kind of like the main driving force, so kind of like the story was kind of like somewhat revolving around her, and she on screen she honestly didn't do all that much. So I don't know. I think she should have been like on specific like story quest or something. But hey, not gonna complain to receive 63 primo gems. Not gonna complain about that. Also, 500 big ones. Which, by the way, does that gonna count as me doing dailies if I want to? Nope, it's not. Is it just me that kind of think that's kind of a bit weird? But anyway, I'm gonna go over here and put some resin, because I kind of already realizing in this video is by day 3 is already kind of pushing to like 20 minutes, and I said I'm already on day 3, so I'm gonna speedrun through this one because nothing really much was happening. I was thinking of doing some like exploration yesterday, but man, it was too hot outside. And it's still hot in here when I'm fucking filming, so I'm not sure if I can be bothered. I say that I need to speed this day along. And guess what I did the same day? Guess what? Natline exploration!
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Hello, Catherine. Can one has his primos, please?
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
You're very much welcome. Well, I mean, that's going to be it for day 3, moving on to day 4, right about now. Hello everyone, my name is Nick, welcome back to day 4 of 24 Not Krai Crew, week 44. Let's begin today, as always, by claiming my 90 more gems. Thank you, Economy Net so much. And guys, this time around, I promise you, today is going to be a short day.
Stop the cap!
Turn up the track, going deep, I'm in the zone. You know I'm about to go, harder than harder go. When the lights shine bright, that's my show. Burn up and see the glow, I'm gonna make it. No, forget it, the crown you want is fitted. Take shots, don't miss it, if you miss, you gon' regret it. Before you crawl, know I'm running it all. I'm built up like a pharaoh, now they praying that I fall. Through shadows.
I'm going to try to make it keep it less than 3 minutes. First of all, I have some tutorials to collect. Hold on, so I have one tutorial I meant. Sorry about that. I have achievements to collect, which I forgot to, to claim last time essentially when, I was talking about essentially doing the icon quest. I forgot to collect these, and I'm pretty sure there's like 1 or 2 more very down below at some point. There is. I have enough Parial sigils to come to this Tablet of Toma, and then, you know, claim another 50 from there. Let's do just that, and let's get this temple to level 30. Which, that pretty sure that means that I'm like only 20 levels away from leveling this thing. Yep, only 20 levels away from leveling this thing up to max level. Cool. As also, I was speaking to some characters, so I have something in my travel account, I'm pretty sure. To claim like additional 50 Primo Gems. Yep. Even more Primo Gems. And now essentially I can move on over here and, you know, customize and damage and call it a day.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Hello, Catherine. Can I please have my Primo Gems?
Thank
If
you
that's
for
okay?
completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
You're very much welcome. And that's going to be the end of day 4, moving on to day 5 right about now. Hello everyone, my name is Aki, welcome back to day 5 staying for Not Quite Crew. Week 44, let's begin this day as always, back in the nice Primo Gems. Thank you, Calabina, El so much. Today I have no intention of doing any exploration, none at all. But before I do anything, I need to put some resin because I'm kind of overflowing, because obviously we don't have like no fucking extra resin in this bitch. Thank you, Genshin. Thank you, Genshin, for this game being 6 years old and still not have like some overflow of resin. What I did wanted to go quickly up to Nokrai, because actually I did surprisingly do some like exploration for Not Krai. When I said that, you know, it says it was going to be kind of short. Hello? Excuse me? Back to what I was saying. I did, as I said, you know, a bit of exploration for Not Krai to collect all the sigils, as I was saying, you know, to collect the exploration percentage, so now I can level this up to its max level. And stopping, as I'm assuming is going to happen. The statue's going to go Super Saiyan mode.
Well, I think we can now say that the Grand Library is complete. Next, we'll need to find somewhere to put the bird stands, cushions, and deposit boxes.
That was a quest.
Hello there, traveler, Paimon. Thanks to your help, the library repairs are basically complete. It's really starting to look the part.
I was wait. This was the expression was to help you.
Been burning through these battles. No weakness in my body. Need to know you better ask somebody. Already, I consume the petty. It's plenty. I leave a penny for thoughts about how I'm living. Ay, turn up the track, going deep. I'm in the zone. You know I'm about to go harder than hard to go. When the lights shine bright, that's my show. Burn up and see the glow. I'm gonna make it known. So rap, I'm the king, can't touch the throne. You know the legends go harder than this audio. When the lights shine bright, that's my show. Burn up and see the glow. I'm gonna make it known. Me off the top, no way.
Lama, no offense, but I'm fucking boiling over here. Can we please fucking finish this quest? I don't want to just fucking skip it, but fucking hell. Not today, Lama. Can we like do this quest some other time?
It was
For
with
fuck's
that
sake.
in mind that I renovated the Grand Library.
5, I hate being alive! I hate breathing! I hate being alive!
I just came over here because I wanted to claim rewards for, you know, reaching level 90% of the exploration. Also, because of yesterday doing some exploring and I guess, you know, fighting the Tari, I got an achievement for claiming all the marrows for the tutorial Thingamabob. Apparently, is different than the regular marrow stuff that he drove, so that was interesting to collect. That was also, you know, just exploring some shit I did now, and now it's time to climb what's my dailies.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Okay, I think can I get some of my primos and then fuck off? I mean, can I fuck up? No, you fuck off.
Thank you for
Prefacing
completing
that.
today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Thank you. At least you don't yap all that much. And it's going to be the end of day 5, moving on to day 6 right about now. Hello everyone, my name is Zach, welcome back to day 6 of Singing for Not Quite Crew, week number 44. I'm pretty sure I think it's day 6, I'm not sure if I really said that. I have dementia, so maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But Colombian, I thank you all so much. And yes, I did some more exploring of Not Quite yesterday, I'm pretty sure. I think I did some kind of I do recall doing something, but I'm gonna essentially have to look back and show my footage of yesterday. If I did, and if I didn't, well, that's just gonna look fucking awkward, isn't it? But if I did, there's gonna be a montage of me exploring a bit of Not Quite or whatever I explored. Right about now. now we can return to the program. And for today, hopefully it's going to be kind of easy and quick one. I'm going to put some reasons, going to call it a day. Hello, Marcus. I mean, you know Marcus, boy. Hello, Tamias. That's your name. Fucking Marcus. What the fuck? I'm so glad you got some new support so we can be searched with Dark Raw. That you really needed that. Hi,
Ad
Catherine.
Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
3 rows, please. Perhaps, maybe.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
You're very much welcome. But before I do go on and finish this day, I still have one more thing I really need to do, and as you know, unlock this thing. I don't know if I want to get this version yet, but I definitely want to buy the basic one because I need them resources, I need them pulls, I need them wishes. And here it is, everything is unlocked now. As I said, for mainly for this day, I'm going to be grabbing like some pulls and wishes and whatever that can get me to wishes. And we'll be finishing the day after that. And that's going to be it for day 6, moving into day 7 right about now. And also please someone should be because I just said that. Hello everyone, my name is Zachary, welcome back to day number day after 6 of Singing for Not Krai crew. Week 44, let's begin today as always by claiming my nice Kimbo gems. Thank you, Kalabina, oh so much. Once again, I'm just going to put some resin containers in, but there's no going to be like anything extra I'm going to be doing today, like no extra like montage of me like exploring Natlan or whatever. No extra tasks, I'm just going to be doing that. I'm going to go to Catherine and I'm going to claim my dailies.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Hello Catherine, Mehas 1 has his
Thank
femurs.
you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
You're very much welcome. Well anyway, now it's time to finish off this video by checking how many wishes and pulls we made this week. So last week we won 328 pulls. This week we won 350 pulls. Which means that roughly you made 22 pulls from, Puma Gems themselves. Pretty fucking massive number, I'm not gonna lie. And for mushrooms themselves, we are currently on 80, and I'm pretty sure last week we were on a 74, if I just quickly double check. Yep. So that means we made 6 wishes, that means we overall made 28 wishes this fucking week. And that's a big one. That's a fucking massive amount of wishes for basically a few days just before sandrone drops. But once again, as you get by the time you guys watching this, I am unfortunately gonna have to do one more week before I start essentially making the video, me trying to pull sandrone. Because I'm trying to make this series, I'm usually make up an entire fucking week. I finish the entire week, and then essentially if the character drops, or the character has dropped within that week, then I'll do the video. So essentially it's kind of easier essentially to follow the series, rather than me essentially doing this, and then the second the character drops, I make a pull. And then all of a sudden, essentially, I'm gonna have to go for fucking mumbo jumbo to calculate how many wishes I made this week. Where I can just wait, finish off the video, and then we can move on to pulling for sandrone. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, and that's going to be it for Sonic for Nakaku week 44. See you guys next week, where we're gonna have sandrone, and I hope you guys are gonna be sticking around because I'm gonna be extremely fucking happy for that.